Kia ora koutou, welcome to part 2 of designing your acrylic image. In this tutorial I'm just going to show you how you can add some text to your acrylic art and also how to export your image as a DXF. Let's start off by adding some text. So I've got my image on here, but I want to add, say, like a name or something down the bottom here. So what I can do is I can come over to my draw text icon over here, and when I click that it brings up this little dialog here. At the top I can type in whatever I want to write, so let's just say I'm going to type in hello, and I'm just going to use capitals because I think capitals look a little bit better when you're doing design like this. And you can choose different fonts all in here, so you can scroll through and go, I like that one, I don't like that one, so I might click this one, that looks quite good, and then I can apply. Now there's some other stuff here, you can make it bold, italic, etc. I'm not going to worry about that for now. I'm going to apply, and then you can see that my text has been added down the bottom there. I can use my arrow key, I should be able to close out of this. And if I have it highlighted, I should be able to use my arrow keys to move it around. So I might want to move it over here, move it over here, etc. So that's what you can do with that. If you want to make it bigger, once it's highlighted, you click again and you can drag up to resize it, etc. Okay. If I wasn't happy with that font, or if I want to change the writing at all, make sure it's highlighted, then click back onto your text symbol, and then you can change it to go say something else, and you can change the font again, so this might change it to that, and go apply, and then you can just keep going around and changing it until you get the desired effect that you want. Okay, so I might just leave it like that. I'm going to go Matuatia, go apply, cool, and then I'm going to close out of that. I can use my arrows to move it over, or if I want it to be center of the page, make sure it's highlighted. I'm going to click on Align Selected Objects, and I'm just going to align it to the material, and I'm going to align it just side by side, so that should make it in the center. If you click the middle one, that's going to move it up into the center, up into the middle of the material. I don't want to do that, I just want to have it center down the bottom. One thing I want you to do is just add a square, draw so a vector line around the outside, so the laser cutter knows where to cut out. So the way we can do that is just to draw a rectangle, and I'm going to create a square with the same measurements, 200 by 200, and the anchor point is going to be in the bottom left hand corner, so it's just going to draw a 200 mil square up like that. I'm going to go create and close, and it's just drawn a square around the outside. You can't see it, but if I highlight it there you can kind of see it. So that is going to be our line that's going to be cut out. Now say if I wanted to have curved corners up here and they kind of follow the circle, I can change those corners by clicking on create fillets. And if I want to create a fillet, I can go onto the corner here, so that the size of the fillet, and the fillet is just making a rounded corner. And I can just click on the corner, and you can see it's very small, but it's made a little curved corner. Let's see what happens. Okay, cool. So that's given me a rounded edge. If you don't want to do that, you can just go undo and then leave it. I might just leave it. I'm pretty happy with that. One more thing is I want you to highlight everything. And what we do when we print onto our acrylic is we're printing onto the back of the acrylic. So what I want you to do is actually flip the whole image so that it's going to be printed on the back. And the way to do this is you find the little tab that says Mirror Selected Objects and click on that. And all you need to do is go flip horizontal, and it will flip it horizontally. So you'll see that the writing has gone backwards, and the image, even though the image is pretty symmetrical, it doesn't change too much. Everything's flipped backwards. Flipped horizontally. Highlight the whole project. And now I'm ready to export as a DXF. I'm happy with the design and I've got the writing that I want, so I'm all happy. I'm going to export as a DXF. So I need to select everything, and then I'm going to go File, Export, Selected Vectors to DXF. So I've selected all the vectors and I want to export them to DXF. I'm going to click that, and then I'm going to locate my home drive, which is already selected, but if you're not sure, just go into this PC, scroll down to find your name, which will be here, and I'm going to save it as Matua Tia, or still in capitals, Matua Tia acrylic design. So use your name and save it. It'll be saved in your home drive. What I need you to do is open up Gmail, sign in, and email me a copy of the DXF file. And then I can print it out. I can put it into the laser cutter and print it out. Cool, that's the end of part 2. In part 3, I'll just quickly show you what it looks like in the LaserWorks when you import the DXF file and any little changes I might make to the design.